Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's reading in the red this Friday morning. And as I speak, the sun is shining. But, oh man, it's cold. The temperature has dropped. Mark chapter 6. And we're looking today at verse 37. But he answered and said to them, "You give them something to eat." And they said to him, "Shall we go and spend 200 denarii on bread and give it to them to eat?" So they had a problem. The problem was 5,000 men, probably 9,000 people, needed feeding. They were there in that secluded place and they needed to feed the people because the disciples saw that they were probably likely to struggle getting home if they didn't eat before they went. And so they say, "Here's a problem, Jesus, can you solve it?" And Jesus in his response said to them, the problem is feeding the people. So if you want to feed the people, you give them something to eat. And so the disciples think now in their heads, well, the only way we can give them something to eat is if we pop to the shop, go and spend a couple £100 on food, go and use the budget from the housekeeping and just go and feed the people. So that was a limitation of their ability to be able to achieve and solve the problem. But Jesus said, you give them something to eat. Now, he wasn't talking for them to give something to eat in the way that they were prescribing in their own thinking. But Jesus, in his turn, was saying, you are responsible for giving them something to eat. I'm going to be responsible, but now you're responsible. I'm giving you the responsibility to do what I've been doing. You go and do it. And the disciples are in there and they're thinking, well, we don't feed 5,000 people. We don't know how to sort out that sort of problem. And many times in life, we're going to find ourselves in a situation where we think, this problem is too difficult for us. How do we solve the problem? How do we achieve the solution to the problem that come to us from the lives of the people? And in this instance, Jesus was giving them an opportunity to feed the people. And in fact, if you follow the story through, it was them that gave the people the food. They gave the food, but they gave it on the basis of what he gave to them. So although he had told them to feed the people, the actual story unfolds where they only give to the people what he in turn had given to them. He broke and he gave. And in the same way that we need to give to people now, Jesus is not here, but in heaven. So we need to do it in such a way that we take from God and give to the people. And the truth is, we don't know what we're going to give them. We don't know how to solve the problems. We don't have the ability of God. But what we do know is that we can take from him and give it to them. And that's all we've been called to do. We haven't been called to solve the problems of the world. But what we have been called to do is to receive from him to give to them. And if we do that, the kingdom of God will grow. Brothers and sisters, go and take from God and give to them. And you won't always know how you're going to do it, but go and do it anyway. Have a great weekend. Be blessed. I hope the sun shines and I'll see you on Monday.